Welcome to Underkill TV here in Static in Swansea. We're joined with the one and only Nev Macdonald from Hand of Dimes. Long time no see, Nev. How are you doing?
It's been a while, yeah. Nice to see you again, mate. Yeah, very good.
And what's been happening with Hand of Dimes since, I think, was the Steelhouse Festival, well, just over 18 months ago, is it?
Yeah, it's been a while, yeah. We've just been finishing off writing the songs for the album, so we just finally got around to start recording it now, so it's been a little longer than we anticipated, but it was important for us just to get the songs right, just take a little bit more care, a little bit more attention to them, and we're really pleased now. We got a good body of material there. We feel Neil and I have worked hard at that, and the band have been tremendous as well insofar as the production of the songs, you know, the arrangement. So it's been a really cool last 18 months or so. We've done a few shows in between, just to keep our sort of name out there, and we've started recording just over a couple of months ago now, so we're well on the way with the album. So you know, fingers crossed we'll get something out probably spring, summer next year, something like that.
Excellent. Of course, you're going to be busy. You're off on the road with FM, which are old friends from the Cougar days, am I right?
Yeah, well, yes. I mean, it's really funny, really, because we toured with Cougar when we started. Neil and I started with Cougar back in the mid-80s, like, you know, and it was one of our first kind of real opportunities, because FM at the time were really taking off. They were one of the bands, you know, we all thought that they were just going to go ballistic, you know, right through the roof, and break America and everything. They just had the material, the songs, and we were like little kids really with them, like, you know, just to support a band that was so professional even back then, you know. They just sounded, you know, they sound great now, like, you know, but they sounded great back then as well, and you could see that why there was so much interest. So we kind of cheekily sort of rang up the management earlier this year and sent them a little sort of cheeky email saying, well, you know what, we supported FM way back when. It would be really nice if we could sort of do the Cardiff show, you know, and that's really the only gig we plugged for. So, and they came back and said, yeah, great, we've had a word with Stiv and the lads, and we said, well, how about if we piggybacked on the rest of the tour, like, you know, and yeah, they said, great, you know, they'd be happy to have Hand of Dimes along. So that's really nice. So it's come kind of not full circle, but I mean, it's nice to sort of go back out with them again. So fantastic, yeah.
Going back quickly to the new album, you're saying the process has been like recording a little bit and doing a bit more writing. Is that the way it's been done on this, Nev? Or?
Yeah, it's been. We pretty much had the body of songs. We demoed them first, just to get them right, the arrangements right. So we spent a lot of time on that, and I think once we made the decision with the collection of songs we want on the album, and now we've started recording them. So it hasn't been too much back and forth, but I mean, there has been fine-tuning the arrangements and just making sure we're right. And now, like I've said, we've started now recording the drums mainly now and nearly finished. And so, but we've got a good idea of how the arrangements are going to sound. And, you know, the progress so far has been really good. It's been a little late starting, so I do apologise to all the Hand of Dimes fans out there. We were hoping to get out earlier this year, but it's just time, and it's just, but like I say, we're under no pressure. We've got no record companies. Nobody's saying you need to get this now. The only pressure we're under from is our own fans, really, I suppose. It's like, when is this album going to come out? So, yeah. So
that is a nice pressure to be under, though, when your fans are, you know, anticipating when the album's going to come out. I mean, it'd be a different story if they weren't asking when it was good.
Absolutely, yeah. So, yeah, absolutely. And, yeah, it's important that we do get cracking on it now and get it finished, and hopefully do some shows to support it next year. So how that will look, I'm not sure yet, but our priority is the recording. Like I said, we're really pleased with the way it's going now. We feel we've got a really good body of songs. We've showcased quite a few of them anyway already through our live shows. And it's great to see that they're going down. They've been well received. and it gives us an idea as well. You get a little sort of, it's like a litmus test really, isn't it, the live show. So it's like, well, how's that one? Okay, and oh yeah, you know, so you're going, right, that one's on the album, you know, so, but it's nice to get that sort of, use the fans and the, you know, as a gauge, you know, it gives you the confidence then, like, you know, so at least we're doing something right, you know. So.
And one other thing I was going to ask you, what sort of direction is this? Is this along the same lines as the EP? Is it basically a follow-on to the EP, the same sort of sound?
Pretty much, yeah. You know, we wanted, yeah, we haven't sort of, it's not a sound by design by any stretch, you know. We've done this very naturally, and I think I've sort of commented on this before, but it's been a very organic kind of process, and we haven't sort of forced it. There's nothing contrived about it. So the EP is like a taster of that, you know, but certainly it'll have that. The songs are the most important things. So, I mean, if it needs a bit of edge from the guitars, it's going to get it. And for the quieter moments, you know, we've just got to treat it right. But we wanted to use organic sounds, Hammonds, Rhodes, nice guitars, you know, just a good sort of traditional sort of British sound, I guess, you know. But like I said, this is our influence anyway from when I was growing up. I love bands like Free and people like that, people of my generation, our generation, yeah. You know, we were raised on that kind of stuff, so it's nice to be just drawing on those influences again, you know. And Neil and I, you know, have known each other for all our lives practically. We're from the same village, and it's great for us to revisit that as well. And that's why it's been so nice. It's been such a nice sort of experience the last couple of years, you know, just writing again together and then realising, I suppose, that you've actually got a nice body of work there, you know. And that's all we ever wanted to do, is to get a project that we were proud of, play some shows and just see how it goes, like, you know. And it's been a nice little journey over the last couple of years, so. Yeah.
Everybody seems to be enjoying it at the moment. Everybody, as you say, everybody's anticipating the album really well. One other thing I was going to ask you as well. At the moment now, especially in Wales here, the music scene seems to be getting a lot stronger. Would you agree? You've got like bands like you say, Buffalo Summer and things like that, Fire Road, and all these bands that are starting to push. Would you say it's sort of looking stronger than it has been for the last sort of 10, 15 years?
I think so. I mean, you know, like way back when, you know, when we started out, it was a really great valley scene for us, you know. And I think it's nice to see that there's still lots of opportunities for bands to play live, that there are venues out there, even like the venue we're playing tonight, starting in Swansea, great little venues, like, you know, but there are, and bands need that, you know, they need to be out there playing live, you know, and it's nice to see that there is a kind of a circuit around, the bands can go out and play live. It's great the venues have got promoters who want to put on local bands. There's 2 bands supporting with us tonight. And it's great, and bands need that opportunity. And like you say, Buffalo Summer, people like that are all doing really well now, making a noise, and, you know, more power to them, you know. So, but yeah, it's great. Fire Road as well, they're doing really well. So it's great, you know. I mean, and we've got a lot of pedigree here in South Wales with the Manics, and, you know, off the back of people like that, you know, Stereophonics. I mean, you know, come on, like, you can bring it on. So, yeah.
And the other thing I was going to say as well, where's the best place now for anybody that wants to keep up to date with you guys? Obviously, you've got the Facebook page, and you've got the website as well.
Yeah, the website, you know, handofdimes.com, I think. There it is. And our Facebook page. We always communicate through the Facebook page, you know, with anybody who's got any queries or questions. We'll try and update that. But it's usually through the Facebook channel that we'll communicate through fans. We try and update the website now and again. But I think you get more communication through the Facebook sort of stuff, yeah.
And obviously when the album does come out, are we going to expect a Hand of Dimes video maybe?
Well, yeah, I mean, we'll cross our bridge when it comes, but I think we look at the material, and I think we'll look at a potential sort of lead song from the album. You know, we did the EP, but I think there's some good tunes on there which could be, you know, a few sort of contenders for that sort of thing. So I'm sure we'll do some sort of promotional thing to sort of boast the album, you know, just to show it off. So yeah.
Watch this space then.
And we'll give it to you at first.
Oh, there we are. You heard it first. Well, once again, this is Alistair from Underkill TV with the one and only Nev Macdonald from Hand of Dimes. As I say, those that want to check the band out, make sure you do go to these places and check them out. This is Alistair from Underkill TV, signing out here with Hand of Dimes. Thanks very much. Cheers, Nev.
Thank you very much. More power to you, mate.